told you there are only 5 exercises you need to get jacked after 50? And doing these exercises can reverse years of bad habits, add years to your life, and make you feel incredible. Stick around till the end, as we will put all of it together in a workout plan. First, we're going to set this list off with the king of all compound exercises, the deadlift. The deadlift trains the hamstrings, glutes, lower middle upper back, upper traps, forearms, and core. When you reach the age of 50, everything needs to be stronger, and this exercise has got you covered. Another massive benefit of the deadlift is its natural movement compared to the squat or bench press. We're very familiar with picking things up off the floor as humans, so this exercise is very practical for daily life. Let's jump right into step 1. Creating your pillar. Start by positioning that bar right over your shoelaces, feet hip-width apart. Think about tilting your pelvis back, almost like you're trying to bring your belt buckle up to your chin. Flatten those ribs by engaging your core, and here's the secret. Squeeze those glutes and inner thighs to lock everything in place. Create tension by making fists and pushing down to activate your lats. Moving on to step 2, maintain that pillar position while pushing those hips back. Keep those fists right under your shoulders. Imagine you're trying to close a car door with your butt. Push back until your toes almost want to come up, then bend those knees to bring your shins to the bar. Reach down until you can grip just outside your knees. The third step is what I like to call creating the wedge. Drive those knees out against your arms. Take a deep breath, a 360-degree breath, bracing your core like you're about to take a punch. Extend your chest and get tall from your hips to your head. Activate those lats by squeezing your armpits like you're trying to juice oranges. The fourth step is where most people go wrong. The deadlift isn't actually a pull, it's a push. Think of your arms as ropes with hooks on the bar. Gradually push the floor away while maintaining tightness. Your hips and chest should rise together. Once that bar passes your knees, thrust those hips forward. At the top, keep that core engaged and glutes squeezed. For the descent, control that weight down with proper form. Keep the bar close, sliding along your thighs. Once it passes your knees, bend them to guide the bar along your shins back to that mid-foot position. Don't bounce that weight. Maintain tension and gently touch the floor before your next rep. Once you master this basic form, you can level up to variations like the sumo deadlift for quad development or the Romanian deadlift for hamstrings. There's also the trap bar deadlift for beginners. Start light, perfect your form, and I promise you'll be amazed at how quickly your strength grows. Now let's focus on the chest. What if I told you there was one exercise that could completely transform how your chest looks? Let me show you the incline bench press, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around because I'm going to reveal exactly why this is the game changer you've been missing in your workouts. Now I know what you're thinking. You've probably been crushing those flat bench presses, maybe even some decline work, and that's great. But here's something most people don't realize. If you really want that chest to pop, you need to focus on that upper portion. And that's exactly where the incline bench press comes in. The sweet spot, and this is backed by research that's going to blow your mind, is actually between 15 to 30 degrees. Now I know what you're thinking. That barely looks like an incline, but here's why this is absolute gold for your upper chest development. At 15 to 30 degrees, your shoulder health is protected. And trust me, you're going to want those healthy shoulders later. The upper chest fibers are perfectly positioned for maximum activation. You can still load up with heavy weight without compromising form. Let's show you how to do this exercise correctly. What if I told you there were only 3 golden rules you needed to know to perfect your bench press? Trust me, these are going to completely change how you feel about this exercise, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Let's jump right into the first rule, and it's one that most people get completely wrong. Your grip width. Now, I know what you're thinking, but a wider grip lets me lift more weight. Here's the thing though, that wider grip is actually robbing you of the most important part of the exercise, that chest flex at the top. When you grip the bar at shoulder width, or just slightly outside, you're going to feel something amazing happening at the top of each rep. Your chest is going to get this incredible squeeze that you've probably never felt before. And there's a reason for that. It's called adduction, and it's one of the main functions of your chest muscles that most people completely ignore. When you get under the bar, place your fingertips right on the knurling. Pro tip: use your thumbs to mark the end of the knurling for perfect grip position every time. Keep those elbows tracked under your wrists. I see this mistake all the time where people flare their elbows out like wings. That's the #1 reason why most people end up with shoulder pain. Moving on to our second golden rule, shoulder positioning. You're probably doing what most people do. You retract, you depress, you get all set up. But then something happens that ruins everything. When you unrack that weight, your shoulders suddenly come forward and boom, all that perfect setup is gone. Here's a quick fix. If you find yourself losing that shoulder position, hold the weight above you, reset those shoulders, and feel the difference. Once you get this right, you're going to feel it all in your chest, not your shoulders. Now for the third rule, your lower body. Yeah, I know the bench press is an upper body exercise, but if you're not using your legs and core, you're leaving so much strength on the table. Think about it like building a house. You wouldn't build it on loose sand, right? Your legs and core are the foundation for everything else. And now you know how to perform this incredible exercise. So now we have covered the chest. Let's take a look at that back. You guessed it, pull-ups. Pull-ups are just amazing. They work your back, shoulders, biceps, and core all at the same time, making them one of the best exercises for building upper body strength. But pull-ups aren't just for building muscle. They also help you build the strength needed for everyday tasks and can improve your posture. To make sure you're not one of the many doing pull-ups incorrectly, let me show you the proper form. Start by gripping the bar slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of just yanking themselves up, but here's the key. You want to engage your lats first. Imagine you're trying to squeeze oranges in your armpits. That's going to activate those big back muscles. As you pull yourself up, keep your core tight and legs straight. Don't swing or kip. That's just cheating yourself out of the benefits. Pull until your chin clears the bar, then lower yourself down slowly and controlled. That slow descent is where a lot of the muscle building happens, so don't just drop down. Now I know what you're thinking, but I can't even do one pull-up. Don't worry, I've got you covered. There are several variations you can try depending on your current strength level. Beginners can start with negative pull-ups. That's where you jump to the top position and lower yourself down slowly. You can also use resistance bands to assist you. Just loop the band around the bar and put your foot or knee in it for some help. If regular pull-ups are getting too easy for you, try wide grip pull-ups to target the outer parts of your back more, or close grip pull-ups to really hit those biceps. You can even add weight using a belt or weighted vest once you're ready for more of a challenge. If you're over 50, this exercise becomes even more crucial, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. After 50, your body naturally starts to lose muscle mass. We're talking about 3 to 5% every decade if you're not actively working against it. But here's what most people don't realize. Your back muscles are some of the most important ones to maintain as you age. Think about it. How many older guys do you see with that rounded, hunched-over posture? That's exactly what we're trying to prevent here. Pull-ups are like your secret weapon against aging because they strengthen those crucial upper back muscles that keep you standing tall and proud. Not only does this make you look years younger, but it also helps prevent those nasty shoulder and neck problems that seem to creep up after 50. Now we move on to a different type of exercise that will challenge any man at any age. Are you ready for an exercise that completely transforms your shoulders and core all at the same time? The standing dumbbell overhead press is one of those exercises that I absolutely love because it's not just about building those bolder shoulders, it's going to light up your entire core too. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of doing this sitting down, but trust me, you're going to want to stay standing for this one. See, when you're standing, your core has to work overtime to keep you stable, and I'm positive that once you try it this way, you'll never go back to sitting again. Let me walk you through exactly how to do this exercise, because I see so many people doing it wrong and missing out on all the benefits. Here's how you're going to want to set this up. First, you're going to grab those dumbbells and hold them right at shoulder height. Keep your elbows tucked in. This is super important because it's going to protect your shoulders and make the exercise way more effective. And this is where most people mess up. Set your feet about shoulder width apart and brace your core like someone's about to punch you in the stomach. This right here is going to be your foundation for the entire movement. Third, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, Press those dumbbells straight up overhead. Now here's the key that nobody talks about. Keep your core tight and don't let your lower back arch. If you're arching, you're doing it wrong, and you're going to want to drop the weight down. At the top of the movement, your biceps should be right by your ears. A lot of people stop short, but you're going to want to get that full range of motion to really maximize your shoulder development. Here's where the magic happens. Lower the weight slowly and controlled. Don't just drop them back down. Think about taking about 2 seconds to bring them back to your shoulders. Here's something most people don't realize. I chose dumbbells specifically for this exercise because they're going to give you way more freedom with how you position your hands. Think about it. Everyone's shoulders are built differently. So why would we force them all into the same fixed position? Next, we have a tricep burner that only the strong can complete. Dips. Now I'm going to show you exactly how to do dips the right way, and trust me, once you see the benefits, you're going to want to add these to your workout. Immediately look. The dip isn't just another tricep exercise. It's an absolute powerhouse movement that's going to hit multiple muscle groups all at once. And I'll tell you exactly why that matters in just a bit. But first, let me explain why this exercise is so different from all those other tricep exercises you've been doing. You see, most people at the gym, they're doing these isolated tricep movements. But here's what they don't realize. Your triceps actually make up a huge portion of your arm, and if you want those arms to look and feel stronger, dips are going to be your secret weapon. But here's where it gets even better, and this is something that most people completely overlook. Dips aren't just hitting your triceps, they're also working your lower chest at the same time, which is going to perfectly complement all that upper chest work we talked about earlier. All right, let me show you exactly how to do this exercise step by step so you can avoid the mistakes I see people making all the time. First, start by gripping the parallel bars with your arms fully extended. Keep your chest up and your core tight. This starting position is crucial because if you don't get this right, nothing else is going to work properly. Then you're going to want to lean slightly forward about 15 to 20 degrees. This is super important because it's going to help target your chest more and take some pressure off your shoulders. I see so many people staying completely upright, and that's just not going to give you the results you're looking for. Now slowly lower yourself by bending at the elbows. Keep them close to your body. Don't let them flare out because that's going to put unnecessary stress on your shoulders and make the exercise less effective. Now you are ready to lower yourself until your upper arms are parallel to the ground. This is the sweet spot right here. Going too low can put stress on your shoulders, and going too high won't give you the full benefit of the exercise. Lastly, you push yourself back up to the starting position by driving through your palms and squeezing your triceps at the top. Make sure you're controlling the movement. Don't just bounce up and down like I see so many people doing now. At first, just use your own body weight as you begin to feel more comfortable. You can start adding weight using a dip belt or even holding a dumbbell between your feet, but just realize that everyone is different and go at your own level. And there you have it, 5 exercises for men over 50 to get you looking jacked. And as promised, here is a workout routine so you can put it all together. Here's a solid workout routine using the exercises above, organized for optimal muscle recovery and performance. Upper-lower split. 2 sessions. Session A, deadlift, 4 sets, x 6 to 8 reps. Rest 2 to 3 minutes between sets. Focus on proper form and bracing your core. Pull-ups, 3 sets, x 8 to 12 reps. If needed, use assisted pull-ups to complete the rep range. Rest 90 seconds between sets. Dips, 3 sets, x 10 to 12 reps. Keep elbows close to body rest. 90 seconds between sets. Session B, incline bench. Press 4 sets, x 8 to 10 reps. Set bench angle at 30 to 45 degrees. Rest 2 minutes between sets. Standing dumbbell overhead press, 3 sets, x 8 to 12 reps. Keep core tight and avoid arching back. Rest 90 seconds between sets. Dumbbell tricep extensions, 3 sets, x 12 to 15 reps. Focus on full range of motion rest, 60 seconds between sets. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.